As we get later in the season, oftentimes you can see those weeds that maybe escaped the program. Max had a chance recently to sit down with Liam Vincent of BASF for the next edition in our Plan Smart, Grow Smart series, looking at the details of weed eradication.
Let's talk about some of the challenges growers face, especially when you look at some of those cutoff dates for herbicide usage. What are the kinds of things they're up against here?
Obviously, they're following the label. The label is the law, and a lot of those cutoffs have to do with growth stage, obviously, and some of them are calendar based. And so, the later in the year you go, the more difficult it is sometimes to control weeds, whether that's because of a just ambient temperature, or you run into pre-harvest interval challenges. Or you start thinking about rotational intervals, because when you start to combine things in that late post-emergent stage, it may affect your ability to grow a crop the next year.
What can the producer do to minimize those late season challenges? Certain strategies that you would recommend?
I think all of it's about a plan. It's about having a solid plan for your weed control program going into the year. So you start with a really robust pre-emergence program and have planned post-emergence and residual sprays as well to keep weeds at bay. And I think when you do that, you protect your crop and you avoid having to go into these later season applications, which honestly, a lot of them are going in after weeds that are too big, or they're trying to do like a revenge spray or something on weeds that they may have already tried to kill and failed to control.
Is there any other strategy other than a herbicide approach?
I think after the application cutoff stage, there are really very few options to go out and control weeds. You start to, again, violate the label, and really the recommendation that nobody really likes to think about is going back to hand roguing, going out and walking those fields and taking weeds down. Certainly at a certain density that does or doesn't make sense, but from an herbicide standpoint, there are few to no herbicides labeled after, for example, in a soybean crop after that R2 stage.
So generally speaking, if you want to avoid those late season challenges, kind of summarize the best approach to take.
Sure. I think there's some kind of novel ideas, but some tried and true ones as well. Use residuals. Trust your residual to go out with your post-emergence application. Trust that it can carry you through to crop canopy and to yield.
Where do you recommend growers go for more information?
I think we've got the best sales team in the industry, and you look at your agronomic service rep, your business representative, or your local tech service rep. They can point you in the right direction.
Thank you, Max. It's a great reminder. The planning season never ends on a farm. Folks, you can see all of our Plan Smart, Grow Smart series from our friends with BASF on the website. Visit plansmartgrowsmart.com.